timestamp. It is June 26, 2026. It's about 10 p.m. I'm getting ready to go fall over. I'm going to take a shower either before I fall over or when I get up in the morning. We're going to try and do a garage sale. It rained all night, but it's not supposed to rain tomorrow until later afternoon, so we should be able to enjoy the blistering heat before it rains. No, it's supposed to be like in the 80s, so I know, exactly. That's better than the 90s that it has been the past couple of days. It's been really, really hot. We're wet. One or the other. I start this and you start that. Unbelievable. This guy. You need to go outside. Is that what's going on? Before bed. Okay. Oh my goodness. You gonna be okay? You're not sure? Okay. You sound troubled. Come on, Sam. So I got the wrapping paper sorted. I've been doing a lot of little projects today. Watch a video, do something. Watch a video, do something. I still gotta cut that chicken. Got some chicken in the fridge. I gotta cut and set it for marinades. Oh. But the top shelf is now empty, except for those empty boxes, which they were long, skinny boxes that had like 8 rolls of wrapping paper in them. I'm probably going to save them because they might be useful as shippers for like long, flat objects. Because I know we do have some posters and things like that we're probably going to sell. Could be handy for that. Because I don't have any poster tubes. And those are a little complicated to ship. If you don't want them getting, banged up and stuff, which you kind of don't want them getting banged up and stuff, right? That's kind of the point. In one of the rolls of wrapping paper, no pocket watches. I didn't find any of the other stuff that Dad has hidden that I'm looking for, sadly. But I did find this in one of the rolls of wrapping paper. Let's see if I can get it on camera. You can see what that is. Very glad it's defunct. That is a wasp or like a mud hornet nest. Very glad that it's a vacant apartment. Because, yikes. It's been in the garage, so. Come on. Yeah, I started to pull a roll of wrapping paper down and it was rattling, and I was like, it seems a little small, whatever's in there. To be one of the pocket watches or something. Then I dumped it onto that bag just in case, because it sounded, go. Because it was kind of breaking up. So it sounded like solid object with a whole bunch of sand. So I dumped it on top of that plastic bag because I figured I could see what it was, and it also wouldn't, shower down on my face. And, well, cool. Really glad nobody was home. Because I don't like getting stung, and this guy over here would have tried to eat them. He's got a weird habit there. He got stung a couple times a while back, and I think anytime he sees them now, it's like retribution time. But still, I would think getting one of those things in your mouth might be not good. Is it safe to go with not good? I feel like it is. found a few wrapping papers here and there that are actually pretty cool and could be useful from a crafting standpoint. The little box I've got over here is now pretty much full, which is a good problem to have. Where was that one? This one is especially cool, I think. I don't even know what we'd use it for, but various timepieces, pocket watches, ironically enough. There's a couple other here and there that I sent Pix a picture of, and because I was like, she was like, yes, no, 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 yes, no, yes, you know. There's some interesting ones, though. Like this one could be fun from almost a country kitchen kind of standpoint. Sort of fun. You know, from a wallpaper dollhouse kind of situation. That's the point of it. But I basically filled 2 contractor bags. Probably, I don't know, 70, 80 rolls each. And Tiny walked him out to the closet on the lanai. Should keep them waterproof. But we don't need, you know, all 600 rolls of wrapping paper underfoot while we try and sell them at the garage sales. It's a little excessive. We already typically put out 150, I'd say, per time. We've sold a few, hoping to sell through them because, my God in heaven, we're good. You know, on inventory, we're good. We're fine. And Mom said they sold really well at the garage sales. So far, again, I've sold 3. And we put them out every time but the first time, because I hadn't been able to dig into the garage to get to them at that point. But they are now out of the garage, and it gets me one step closer to moving that giant rolling shelf monstrosity that my dad built. It's going to be useful, but scrap, can I get through? You gotta pay attention, sir. I'm sorry. Apparently I got in his way. Come on, Tanner. Yeah? Yeah, now that it's rained, it's warm and humid out. Get trash out, do all that kind of stuff. Okay, here you go. Nice job. Tiny just made some vanilla coffee, but I'm not going to pour myself a cup. We're still having to do the ghetto thing with the coffee maker, but I've still got a little bit of my Starbucks medium here. I'm going to finish that off and get some sleep. I got up fairly early. Pix canceled on me, but I understand why. It still hadn't rained over there. George is weird. George Station's kind of in this weird pocket where everything around will get doused in a rain, and for some reason, like that street and a couple of streets around it, just it's this void that the rain doesn't hit. Happens a lot. Very strange. We've been there like 28 years, so happens a lot. It's very strange. I don't know. I will have people on every side from 2-3 miles away that will tell me that it poured, and I'm like, no, it didn't. Got a full moon coming up, so. Don't ask. Sold a couple things on eBay today. I'm hoping to have a great weekend for eBay too, because I need to get some capital together for next week. $30-40 sold a Doctor Who lot and a Star Trek figure lot. Some of the Playmates Next Generation. It sounds so weird. I know, it's just as an adult thing. It's a toy company called Playmates. And they made action figures. I don't know if they're still around or not. But maybe growing up during the time when Hugh Hefner was like more of a celebrity than he is now, because most your younger gen, no idea who Hef is. Just the idea of a toy company called Playmates that isn't making those kind of toys, very strange to me. Always has been. Okay, so Counselor Troy action figure by Playmates. Oh, many men have had that thought. It's not like a... And honestly, I think I was more of a Dr. Crusher kind of guy. She's apparently very tall, though, which... I've dated a couple of taller girls, and it's just weird for me. I'm like 5'7", 5'8", depending on, what the temperature is. And I've dated some girls that were like 5'10". It's very, very strange for me, because I feel like I'm like dating an older sister or something. I don't know. I'm not typically insecure. Really not. Once upon a time, yeah. When I was younger, but I grew out of it. But yeah, no, it's just kind of, it's strange. I don't know. And I mean, obviously I'm happily married now. I don't have to date women that are, 5 foot or shorter or something like that. I have. But yeah, no, 5'10" is like kind of... Okay, so if I stand on a step, maybe we can make this work somehow. I don't know. Just keeping it real here. Keeping it real. I'm most comfortable, from my wild and crazy days, dating girls that were like 5'2" to 5'4". 5'2" is like ideal. So naturally Pix is like 5'6". But it's okay. It's okay. Bright side is, once everything calms down, we can actually do Adam's cosplay, because if she wears heels and I don't, we can pull off the Morticia Gomez thing. Oh yes. Oh yes. Yeah, I'll shave accordingly for that kind of stuff. That's not a problem. But that's a ways from now. We got some stuff to shovel through first. I didn't do anything in the alcove today, but I did do stuff in the garage, obviously. Trying to move towards creating that space for storage, prepping for garage sale, and just continuing excavation and digging through the malarkey. And we have malarkey by the pound. How many would you like? Did come up with some pretty cool wrapping paper though. Which again, from like doing a dollhouse kind of standpoint, from doing dioramas and whatnot, wallpaper, you got obviously not just any wallpaper, but you can make, or wrapping paper, you can make wallpaper out of it basically. I'm tired. Which is great because you need walls, right? This allows you to do a lot of color matching. You can, your wall color kind of does a lot for your space, whether you're designing a set or a dollhouse or, a real house. Your wall color, your design, major thing. So, got a lot of fun stuff to work with. Found a couple that I might use for my lounge. I already found one for the library that I think is just spectacular. But I showed you guys that a while ago. There's a couple in there that might work for the lounge, though. Debating. Because I pulled like 2 or 3. Oi! I pulled like 2 or 3 that possible contenders. Not it. This one would be fabulous for like an 80s arcade wall. That is just so 80s, even 90s. If I do an arcade, which I thought that would be fun, and if I can find it. And we'll have them all in one container, which will be great, because it'll be great. Won't be having to look everywhere. That one could be fun, and it would actually match some of the color palette I've got. What did I do with you? I thought it might be amusing, and what I'm getting at here is an absolutely ridiculous thing, which is part of the appeal. If I did an arcade that had like one of the, the Chuck E. Cheese animatronic type setups on one side, for like birthday parties and stuff like that. Because yes, FNAF fans, that stuff, not the actual being hunted down by like Freddy and Chica, but the creepiness of the animatronics in those places. Yeah. It was a thing. As an 80s arcade junkie, I do see the appeal with FNAF just because we've all thought it. Where did I put the damn thing? Where are you? I've lost mine. And don't check your pockets, right? It's usually the advice I give people. I'm beginning to think I did lose my mind, actually. So bad. Just goofy, smiley faces with party hats and blowers and stuff like that. Just have that on that one backdrop wall behind, the band. With like that other black with the squigglies and stuff as the main part. These are the things that cross my mind. Of course, at that point I have to make my own animatronic band, doesn't have to be animatronic, but figures that look cohesive enough to be a band. And also, I would need instruments and whatnot, attach the instruments to the figures, you know, put some speakers by the sides, elevate the stage. Because I'm not going to copy Freddy, I'm not going to copy Showbiz or Chuck E. Cheese or anything like that. I would actually make my own band, as it were. Try and figure out how I would do that. What pieces I would, use to create said piece. The things that go on in here. I know. Most people are scared of what's up here. I get it. It's fine. But yeah, I'd make a segmented wall with that space, and then the stage, and then the seating. And there are some vendors on eBay that have pinball models in that kind of scale. So you could do pinballs against the back wall, and it would give that you're in an arcade kind of flair. And I actually have a couple of arcade game toys in that scale, that size. Could set up like a ticket redemption area, like prizes, the glass case, the stuff on the back wall. I know I'm not well, but these are the things that I think about from a hobby standpoint. And, that's where redos on robot figures like that would actually come in real handy, because I could do a sci-fi band of some sort. Some kind of robot band. At Disney, in Tomorrowland, one of the restaurants there, they have an animatronic show, Sonny Eclipse. Sonny Eclipse, he's a robot that does parody songs of songs from the 80s and 90s. I can't remember the restaurant that he's in though. It's like the Sunrise Terrace or something like that. It's in Tomorrowland, Disney World. But that kind of vibe. Anyway, it's one of the places that I do want to go for lunch or dinner when we finally get done with this Pix and I talked about, before we head out, actually doing kind of a goodbye tour with Disney and Universal, and actually go to the parks. I don't want to say one last time, but if we're moving out of state, it's going to be a lot harder to come to the parks, and we spend a lot of time at them, and we love them. So kind of a goodbye tour. At that point, we'd probably head to California and actually check out Disneyland and California Adventure and some of that stuff that we've never been to. I might be saying goodbye to Orlando in that respect, which that's actually hard for me because I spent a lot of time going to Orlando. And I cannot remember, Sunrise Terrace or something like that. That's one of the places that still has the Angus burgers. From what I understand, we used to go to Pecos Bill. That was like a tradition. We always went to Pecos Bill, Tall Tales Cafe in Frontierland. I don't think it's Adventureland. Frontierland and Adventureland, the line blurs for me. But I think it's Frontierland, pretty sure. Because they changed their menu a few years back, but they used to have the most amazing burgers. Oh my god. Just amazing. But then they changed over to some kind of like burrito bar, taco bar kind of thing, which we haven't been back since they changed it. But you took our burgers now. But apparently Sunny Eclipse's place still has those burgers in the Magic Kingdom. So we're going to have to go there. And we'll be subjecting our kids to a sarcastic robot who does parodies of songs from when we were in high school. It'll be great. I've seen the show before, although it's been years. I'm bent, so it's funny. You know, if Weird Al were a not as talented robot, this is what you'd get. Weird Al's talented. Smart and talented. The show's still pretty good, though. I mean, you know, from what I remember. But, one of our meals at Magic Kingdom, I want to go to the Skipper Canteen, which is basically like the Jungle Cruise restaurant. It's supposed to be really cool, really fun, really funny, and they've got a major connection to the SEA, which my wife and I are both kind of not really obsessed with, but we speak it. Society of Explorers and Adventurers. The Jungle Cruise movie, they touched on it a bit. Look it up online. SEA. It's a thing. It's like a hidden storyline within the Disney parks. Check out the lore on it. It's pretty cool. But Jungle Cruise has like a major tie-in with SEA, so we kind of want to go there for a meal at least. During, again, kind of our farewell tour. God, it's going to be kind of weird. Very bittersweet. It'll be great to go to the parks again because it's been like 12, 15 years. And we used to go like 4, 10 times a year. Every year, 4 years. So we get the like limited Florida pass, which allows you to go pretty much anytime you want, except during the blackout periods. But here's the key. The blackout periods, those are the times that they are so busy they don't want extra people with passes coming to the park because they're already going to be slammed, which means they're the days you don't want to be there anyway. So them blacking those out is like doing you a favor because they're letting you know, hey, during the summer, you don't want to be here. You will wait 3 hours for Space Mountain. Just stay home. Stay home. Come back in like October when everybody's back in school. Don't come in July. Don't do it. And don't come the week of Christmas because everybody's on vacation, so they all come to Disney World. Don't do it. You'll wait 2 hours for Haunted Mansion. You should never have to wait 2 hours for Haunted Mansion, which is not to say that Haunted Mansion isn't worth a wait, but it is to say that 2 hours is too long to wait for any ride. You go on the right day, you can go on Haunted Mansion like 6 times in 2 hours, which my wife and I have done once or twice. Because we are that dork-ish. Dorks. We are those dorks. My throat's getting really rough today. We are those dorks. Yeah. Yeah, that. But yeah, I mean, wherever we wind up, Arkansas, Colorado, we still might be able to make it back, but we're getting older. It's going to be a lot of travel, and I don't know. So, hell, I don't know what tomorrow's going to bring, right? I'm not going to try and plan a vacation 7 years from now. Just kind of penciling one in for a year or two from now. But it'd be nice to actually like go all out. Go during a week when It's not jam-packed, i.e. not July 4th week, not spring break. These are mistakes, by the way. Unless you love a really crowded amusement park, if and there are some people that are like, man, I love all the people and the vibe of all the people having a good time. If that's your jam, cool. You're gonna go on like 6 rides. That's gonna be like the limit. But if that's what does it for you, you have fun. I like to go when it's closer to empty and I can go on 30 rides. 10 of those being rides that I enjoy so much I went on a second or third time. But that's me. But yeah, find that week and just go to Magic Kingdom twice, because I'm gonna want to go to Magic Kingdom twice. I'm 12. Magic Kingdom is my favorite of the 4 parks. It just is. I kind of love Epcot and Studios about equally. And Animal Kingdom, I know they resent the idea of it being considered a half-day park, like you can see everything in half a day, but we've been a few times now, probably 4, 6, 8 times, and it's always felt like that. By like 5, 6 o'clock, it's like, well, is there anything you want to do a second time? While we're here? I don't know. And what's there is great. What's there is great. Everest, Expedition Everest, oh, what a fun coaster. The shows are fantastic. The Serengeti tour, great stuff. But I have yet to be there, and it felt like I needed the whole day to see everything that I wanted to see. Mind you, I have yet to see it, and it's gone now. They're moving it. They're changing it over. It's tough to be a bug. Every time we've gone, it was either closed for refurb, or on 2 different days, 2 different occasions, we were actually like in queue, in line to do it, and it broke down. God said, "You will not see this show. Hopper is scary. You will not like it." I've since seen it online, through recordings and whatnot, but live, it was not to be. As much as I may have wanted it, it did not happen. Very disappointing. Very disappointing. I don't know where that voice came from. It just popped in to say hi. Exactly. Probably the brain damage. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm tired. I'm gonna go ahead and I think I'm just gonna like towel off and lay down, grab a shower when I get up, and start dragging things onto the driveway. Should be exciting. So anyway, hug your parents, hug your kids, do your 1 brick. I did my brick today. I feel pretty good about it. I'm gonna shake my ass tomorrow to pay the phone bill. Daredevil, look it up. Yeah, make it a great day.